So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers, on our live programming right here on Synergy Network, Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. So as we start off tonight, the government is aiming to make the Couva Children Hospital one of the most advanced healthcare facilities in the country. This from Minister in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Rashad Sicharan, who gave an update on the healthcare facility. Following a recent visit of a high-level delegation from United Arab Emirates, led by Minister of State and the Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Nora Al-Kabi, to Trinidad and Tobago. Viewers, take a listen.
We went through each unit by unit. She saw the equipment, she saw the potential for the facility. And so we are asking our international partners to assist us in the rebuilding or upgrading of the hospital. It was the most advanced facility in 2015, but we want it to be the most advanced facility in 2025.
Minister Sicharan outlined equipment needed from international partners to improve the health facility.
So we are looking at them to assist us with the sterilization and central sterile services department. We are asking them to help us upgrade our operating theaters as well as our diagnostic imaging capability, which is radiology and imaging, as well as our laboratory services. A lot of this is equipment we are asking for, as well as our blood services, as well as an upgrade of our critical care units, the ICU and the HDU units.
So Trinidad and Tobago, after hearing this, we would ask ourselves, what was Terence Dialsing doing? A former Minister of Health. What was he doing really to the Children's Hospital in Couva? Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this, viewer. Switching gears a bit. Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago has confirmed that the TNT Spirit is currently berthed and undergoing a technical assessment at the Port of Spain Ferry Terminal. The TNT Spirit experienced mechanical difficulties after debris was drawn into the engine during its voyage to the Port of Scarborough on Sunday. As a precautionary measure, the vessel has withdrawn from service and subsequently returned to Port of Spain last evening. The Port Authority is maintaining contingency arrangements to support inter-island ferry operation and to accommodate affected passengers. Passengers' welfare and customer service support remain in place at both terminals. So let's see how long they will take Trinidad and Tobago before they are back out, and hopefully it's a speedy job that they're gonna fix this wherever it is. I mean, traveling from Trinidad and Tobago supposed to be a very, very easy process, but nevertheless. Into our current affairs segment, viewers, right here on Real Talk. The opposition, the People's National Movement, has written to the Speaker of the House seeking a referral of Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and Leader of Government Business Barry Padarat to the Committee of Privilege over statements made about independent senators. Both letters were addressed to the Speaker Jagdev Singh, signed by Opposition Chief Whip Marvin Gonzalez. One letter referred to Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar claims that two independent senators approached a senior government minister seeking to trade their support for a non-defeated zone of special operation bill in exchange for personal favors. The other letter referenced Padarat's accusation that the independent senator sided with criminals over citizens by failing to support the Zoso bill. In the letter regarding the Prime Minister's statement, Gonzalez said the allegations are serious, reckless, and Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. In the parliament, we just hear all sorts of things. But you know what? You know what? They are covered under the privilege of the House in the parliament. So these letters and them, it will just go to waste. It will just go to waste. They are covered in the parliament. So don't let them tie you up. Now, on a second letter requesting further conduct, Gonzalez told the House Speaker that in a media release issued on January 29, the Couva South MP accused independent senator of maintaining a status, though the benefits criminal, and for choosing criminals' favor or comfort over the lives of abiding citizens. Viewers, let me tell you something. You see the parliament? The parliament is have all sorts of things. All sorts of words, slang, words pelting, slang pelting. We don't take it on exchange of all type of ridiculous statement. But we do not take it on. You know why? They could say anything in the parliament and get away. We just show you video clips of their behavior. And they will get away. They will get away. Nobody's held accountable in the parliament. You hear this, you hear that, you hear the next. For instance, some statements Stuart made, I believe in the month of December. Was he held accountable? No. He was not held accountable. But Marvin now want to write up Kamala and Barry. Marvin forget what his colleagues and them said in parliament. And this is the sad part about it. But you know what? Nothing ain't going to come off of this Trinidad and Tobago. So we're just leaving that right there. So we stayed on the Prime Minister. Her saying is, behave yourself. Kamala Persad-Bissessar is now issuing a stern warning. Behave yourselves or another state of emergency, SOE, will be called. That's the warning to gangs and detainees held during the state of emergency who were released as it came to an end on Saturday. The SOE under Persad-Bissessar administration was called at the recommendation of Police Commissioner Alistair Grovero, based on a highly sophisticated crime syndicate that was operational within and outside of Trinidad and Tobago prison facility. Ahead of the SOE ending, the government had brought a debate legislation to implement Zone of Special Operation via ZOSO Bill 2026, but it failed in the Senate last week. The PM has been vocal about this bill, dismissed or demise in the Senate, pegging its failure on an accusation that two independent senators approached her government to seek personal favor in exchange for the bill's support. Now, viewers, in her views, the government has more power under an SOE than it would have under the ZOSO bill. Do we believe that? However, Prime Minister warned that she will do whatever it takes to keep citizens safe. She took aim at a former People's National Movement administration, accusing them of operating as a narco government and of wanting higher crime numbers to return to the government. So Trinidad and Tobago, like I always say, and I will continue to say it, the police station in the community is the house that is responsible for the keeping safe of the citizen in that community. If that house is not active in the community, well then the community will go astray. Understand what I am saying. If rampant police patrol is not taking place in the company of the individuals that live in the community, what will happen? If the police don't come down to the community, come down and line with the youths, partake in a little football, a little cricket, a little fundraising, get to know the community, keep the individuals and them straight. That is the only way crime in the community will drop. Other than that, it will not. It will not. How do we keep the community safe? By the police officers. If the police officers is not responsible for the community safety, then who is? Ask yourself this, then who is? You see, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. We go blame the commissioner. We go blame the Minister of National Security. But if the police house in the community is not taking care of the community, what you think is going to happen? What you think is going to happen? Trinidad and Tobago, the police officers need to get their community safe. And if they don't do that, they as the officer who are in charge of that police station, they will carry a bad name. Oh, John ain't even taking care of the community, and John is a big police. He's a sergeant, and there it goes. There it goes. Police station will get the blame. And I've always said the head of that station need to have his officers in check. Remember, you are the one that is governing that station. And it's your officers need to keep the community safe. But if you all don't keep the community safe, how people would respect you all? How? You go down, you have monthly meetings with the community members. As I say, a little football, a little cricket, do a little fundraising. If there's a child sick in the community, the officers together with the community members, you come together, you keep a barbecue, you keep a sports day. You raise fund for the elderly, you raise fund for the sick in the community. The people that need something, you raise funds. And that is how you get the community to respond to the police and the police to respond to the community. And in that way now, Trinidad and Tobago, the community will start trusting the police. But when you have a community that they don't trust the police in the community, what you expect to get? Let me tell you something. It's a simple way to fix the community, you know. It's a simple way to fix the crime in the community. You know, 1.4 million people, and we ranking 6th with the country's highest crime rate in the world. What do you think about that? Is that good? Who does it go down to? The police officers, and they not realizing that. The head of the station not realizing that. But it's sad. It's sad, it's really, really sad, viewers. High crime rate, high crime rate, high crime rate. Get rid of the pests in the community that is causing the community to be high in crime and fix the problem. Nice and easy. So Trinidad and Tobago, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. More when we return.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Real Talk Financing and Investment, a place where your loans are guaranteed and You're rewarded with up to 5% upfront interest on your deposit. Why wait when you can invest with us today and reap the benefits? Speak with a representative at our central branch at 238-6716, 231-6219, or 339-1670, or our south branch at 242-9944, 241-0543, or 339-1670. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Investment company just for you. For you. For you. For you.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Welcome back.
So Trinidad and Tobago, at the end of the state of emergency on January 31st, has become a major topic for the public interest. Regional Security Consultant Dr. Gavin Hira has stated that while the measures proved effective, further action is needed to present and to preserve and to build on its positive outcome. Listen to Gavin.
In crime. So the association to that reduction is that there have been a suppression of crime. And yes, the state of emergency and the legal muscle that it gave to law enforcement would have assisted that. But there was more to that. It involved the coordination, the intelligence gathering, and the working together of all agencies focused on keeping crime suppression down and more so targeted policing.
So now viewers, he said, the lesson learned during the state of emergency has helped shape clear goals aimed at ensuring effective short, medium, and long-term planning. Listen to this.
It gave the opportunity to detain people under the detention orders. It gave the opportunity to remove certain people of interest, persons of interest, from various communities, and they were held. I would have gone further to say, however, there was a good enough period to work closer with the prosecutorial process.
So viewers, these insights, he noted, will guide the development of strategies designed to strengthen preparedness, improve coordination, and support more sustainable decision-making moving forward. Dr. Hira said that as a country advance, strengthen the court-related aspect of gain achieved during a state of emergency will be critical in managing the aftermath of the SOE period. He noted that reinforcing these areas will help ensure continued and accountability and sustained progress beyond the SOE. So Trinidad and Tobago, I have a question for you. Do we expect a surge in criminal activity as the SOE comes to an end? Let's wait and see how it plays off in the coming weeks. And if crime starts to escalate, hopefully hopefully the independent senators now would rethink their decision and give the Zoso a chance in Trinidad. But maybe limited powers to police, according to various reads. Trust me, we need a state of emergency. We need it. So viewers, changing gears a bit, angry and grief erupted yesterday as friends, family and supporters demanded the registration of Police Commissioner Alistair Grovero and Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander. The cause followed a brazen police-involved shooting in St. Augustine that left Joshua Samaru dead.
Today
and
to
his
demand
wife,
justice for Joshua.
Kia Seeley, critically injured and paralyzed. Pressure on the commissioner intensified after Grovero confirmed that he had no intentions of stepping down despite public criticism over his handling of the incident. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, I want to let you understand something. And understand me well when I say this. Under the former administration, we had worse than this taking place. We actually had a minister who said it's not his job to keep Trinidad and Tobago safe. We had a commissioner of police who didn't know anything about commissioning police. She didn't know anything about criminal activities. She didn't know anything about the field. She had no expertise in it. But yet she remained there. Now I'll tell you something. The Commissioner of Police did make a statement, but I believe he made the statement too quick. I'll tell you this, you analyze a situation before you come out and make a statement. That is what you do. That is for the Commissioner of Police. Whoever informed you, I can say that your information was wrong. Just saying. You didn't have the correct information before you released your statement, which in my case was very detrimental, not to the public, Commissioner, but to you. Because Trinidad and Tobago will be looking at you as the Commissioner of Police for misleading the citizens. And that will be a terrible thing, which have caused a serious backlash to you, Mr. Commissioner. So whoever advising you, I want to tell you this. Buck up on them. Because they put you in that spot that you are in today. It's sad. But you need to buck up on them. You need them to bring relevant information to you when incidents happen. Now, I understand you have to protect your officers and them at all costs. I understand that. But releasing information to the public is very critical. So, let's hope betterment could come after this first incident took place. Now, going on to Roger Alexander, Homeland Security Minister. I'll tell you this. Roger used to be on, I can't remember what station, be on the tape, giving us insights, details, things like these. Now, I'll tell you this, it is not against no laws to videotape a police officer while doing his job. It is your right to defend yourself via videotaping. Saieed Ali, I'm telling you this on live television. It is your right to videotape officers that come into your place. Interaction with officers and they're not on a proper speaking term, you have all rights to videotape them. That is your defense. Many officers may not like it. But you need to approach citizens better than that. You're at home talking to your son or your daughter. We understand that they are criminals, but when you go on your raid, I understand how you have to be. But when you confront a normal citizen on the road, trust me, it's not an animal you're talking to. It's not a cow or a donkey or a dog you have to bray on. Nah. It's not like that. Otherwise, you're going straight back in the back to retrain again. And if you come back out with the same thing, well, then suspension. You see, for a police officer, you place yourself in this job. I place myself in front of a camera to go live on national television Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. So there's a way I need to conduct myself. I can't come on the air and curse. I am responsible for that. So therefore, the penalty I get for that will be upon myself. You as a police officers, you need to know how to talk to people. You see, addressing someone, it could go in a nice, smooth way, or it could go in a very ugly way. Very, very ugly. So to the Alexander now. Alexander, you once told us, if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. When you was a senior, wearing khaki, you're going up on television and telling Trinidad and Tobago, if you see something, say something. If you have a videotape, share it. But today now, keep in mind you have the same tongue in your head, eh? You have the same tongue in your head, Alexander. Keep that in mind. Today now, you want to tell the citizens that allegedly you want to bring out a law now, or legislation concerning what they share on the internet. Let me tell you something. You see, freedom of speech is something that nobody cannot interfere with. Practicing freedom of speech is our right as citizens. Social media is free to the public. Very, very free. And being a Minister of Homeland Security, your responsibility becomes bigger. But understand, while you were a police officer, you have to understand what you told the public from a police point of view. I want you to understand that. What you told the public from a police point of view to what you are saying now as a minister is two different things. It's two different things. So who are you really now? That is the question I am asking you. Who are you really now? What have you become? That is what you have to ask yourself, Roger. What has you become to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? The very same citizens that the police officers ask for information is the very same citizen now, by what you want to bring out, zipping the citizen mouth. It don't work like that. It do not work like that. Are you an animal in the morning time and a human being in the evening time? I don't know, I'm just asking a question. Do you change from a human being daylight to an animal in the night? I don't know, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. So Alexander, Roger Alexander, who is the Minister of Homeland Security, understand who you are. Do not let the power get to your head being a minister. Dr. Keith Rowley bullied the nation. Where is he today? Where is he today? Take a good look. Where is Fitzgerald Hines today, the one who told Trinidad and Tobago, it is not my job to keep them safe? Where is he today? We don't even know if he's living or he's dead. We don't even know if he's in Trinidad or he flew out on the next half of the world to to save embarrassment. We don't know. Where is the health thing today? The man who said we had the best health center in the Caribbean, where is he today? With our $80 million drug expired, where is he today? Where is he? So Alexander, you now come into power of being a minister. You once taught Trinidad and Tobago how to deal with the public. Now that you have become a minister, what are you really trying to do to the public? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. When Kamala, on a campaign trail, promised the citizens to reduce taxes, lied for the nation, when she got into power, what did Eli do? What did Eli do? Who the blame went back on? Kamala Prasad Bisasa, to make her look like a liar. So in Trinidad and Tobago, presently, even though Kamala Prasad Bisasa is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, she is being viewed as a liar to the nation. She once said the PNM is taxing the tax of the citizens and them. And the citizens are struggling to make ends meet. What your come on you did? You did the very same thing that you said you're not going to do. So Eli now, Christmas morning, like a bandit in the night, drop it on everybody's head. So Mr. Roger Alexander, the Minister of Homeland Security, I just want to tell you, check, double check, know what your team doing before you come out and address the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Because after the 5 years, where would you be? Where would you be after 5 years? Very few PNM ministers we see in Parliament. Very, very few come out and make comments. Where are the rest of the PNM ministers? Where are the rest of them? So ask yourself, how do you want to be viewed after 5 years? You ain't got that after 5 years? Call good night.
Hi, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead.
I just want to make a little contribution here. We were told about this uproar with this killing of this Samaru guy. Now, first thing first, I was made to understand that this chase was something from Maloney to Curry. Now, why was it a chase? This is what I want to know, you know. Why is it if the police signal you to stop, why is it they have to chase you, you know? Let us look at it from the police point of view. If you are walking on the road and you start to run and see an officer, obviously the instinct, the training of the police necessitates to chase after you being a suspicious person. Now, if this man, you were someone to stop, why didn't you stop? Why is it that the police have to chase you down? This would give them all the right thing that you have probably something that you are running from. I'm not saying that the police is correct, but look at it from their point of view. You understand what I'm saying? This approach. Then you have a handful of people going to call the commissioner to step down. You have the leader of the MSG and all these kind of things. I hear this man, Marvin Gonzalez, say it was disproportionate to bring out the riot squad and this. What it is that he did, the PNM did, when these people was protesting against the COVID medicine, the injection, then they brought out tear gas and all this kind of thing and spray on little children and everything. So you see the hypocrisy now of the PNM. Where was Devlin Rowley was doing all this rubbish? And this guy, Abdullah, whoever he is, let the law prevail. I am in agreement with you. Let them make it mandatory for the police to wear cameras. And until they do so, I think that there's a ruling by Justice Francis Prasad that everybody have a right to take pictures because nobody could cover the tracks. And with regards to the government, sir, they are doing what is my view, this is my point of view. They are doing, everybody wants 10%, everybody wants everything. Look at the state that the PNM lead the country, sir. Do you remember when the election night to the day Kamala was swearing, every cent was spent out by the PNM, sir? Who is it? Who is it suffer? It is the citizen who is suffer. You know what I am calling all rights thinking citizens. We have to go through an austerity period, sir, because how the PNM leave it. And we are on the right track. So don't not follow the PNM with this nonsense and this rubbish that they could save you now. Look at what they did in 10 years. So I am calling everybody support the government. It is for all. Like I would say, Kamala is like the Trump. He would make Trinidad great again. It is only these reckless people. You know the other day, sir, I driving on the highway 4:05 in the morning. The visibility is not good. People passing 150, 160 miles on the nation road. Why is that need for lawlessness, sir? Let us be a lawful country, sir. This is all I'm asking. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, I want you to listen to this video.
And Kaya, but not only that, but to raise awareness to the public, to let them know that we cannot continue to be deceived by false information painting a different picture. I am pleading with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, if you would like any semblance of respect and integrity to remain within your government, call for the Commissioner of Police to step down and your Minister of Homeland Security.
Immediately.
He has proven himself time and time again to be an embarrassment to your government. Today to demand.
So now Trinidad and Tobago, like I said, and I am saying to these ministers, if you all don't want to be shamed down like the previous administration ministers, because we have seen, I have highlighted a lot of clips over the years about the PNM administration. Imagine Klangenberg coming out on a press conference and saying they lost touch with the people. When they was raising gas, who they was raising gas for, animals or human beings? When he laughed at the market people and them and balling bygone in the market and laughing at them in parliament, who was he going against? The same people he came out and said they lost touch with the people. He lost election, so he lost touch with the people. But for the 9 years that governed Trinidad and Tobago, penalizing the people with tax, they didn't realize, Klangenberg didn't realize it was the people. That's why I used to deal with him like that on television. So Trinidad and Tobago, I have one video again for you all to listen before we go for a short commercial break. Listen to this.
He quoted, so I'm saying that what Justice T. Prasad said is, and I quote, until this is done, that is to have body cameras, CCTV cameras and cell phones must be used to record all interactions between citizens and the police. And citizens are urged to use their phones to record all matters which involve breaches of the law and the manner in which the police engage the public. Now, we have had complaints where persons have been filming police officers.
Yes.
And they have
confiscated their phone or mash up the phone.
Correct. And that is an offense.
Can take.
That's an offense. That is wrong.
Because I thought it was an offense to take the police.
No, it's not.
So Trinidad and Tobago, we're going for a short commercial break. It is that time. But when we come back, we'll continue. We have a call? Call, good night.
A very, very good evening to Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
Long time I call you. Anyhow, I just want to show you and the nation a bit of hypocrisy with the PNM.
Tell me.
Facts is facts. Now, Marvin Gonzalez on a program this morning talk about there was no need for the riot squad and people constitutional rights and whatnot.
You don't call that was my next story?
Yeah, but when there was a protest in Port of Spain, in the Savannah, when
Andrea Barrett murder
of George Floyd in the U.S.
Andrea Barrett murder too, the same thing happened. I know, I understand what you're saying.
these people was tear gas.
Correct. I was tear gassed up there in Savannah.
Yes, there was tear gas. A family was leaving the grocery store, going home, and they too get a bit of the tear gas.
Yep.
So they should end the hypocrisy. All the best. Have a good evening.
Thank you, my friend. Chance Bego, we'll continue the discussion after this break.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Real Talk Financing and Investment, a place where your loans are guaranteed and you're rewarded with up to 5% upfront interest on your deposit. Why wait when you can invest with us today and reap the benefits? Speak with a representative at our central branch at 238-6716, 231-6219, or 339-1670, or our south branch at 242-9944, 241-0543, or 339-1670. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Investment company just for you. For you. For you. For you.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Welcome back.
So Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back to Real Talk. Former National Security Minister and MP for Lupino Aruca, Marvin Gonzalez, has since called on a police response to a peaceful protester demanding justice for Joshua. Now viewers, listen to this and we will continue.
This was quite a very disproportionate response to a small gathering on St. Vincent Street, Abercrombie Street, in front of the Parliament building, where citizens came out to express their views and their concerns about a serious national development. I observed the gathering based on footage on social media and in the national media, and they were a very small group, unarmed, not aggressive, just simply expressing their legitimate concerns about a very serious matter. The response from the TTPS, as far as I am concerned, is very disproportionate, and it sends the wrong signal.
So Marvin forgot, under the PNM administration a few years back, there was a protest on the Savannah where the riot squad came out. Tonight I reminded Marvin this. The riot squad came out and threw tear gas canisters, I believe, at the protest. Marvin, where were you? Where were you back then, Marvin? You were with the same PNM administration. Tear gas. The citizens, as you rightfully said, they were protesting peacefully. Peacefully. The riot squad came out, tear gas down the place, and everybody had to go home. So now, Marvin, you coming out to say it was disproportionate. It's sad of you how your tongue twists. You know something, Marvin? I'll say this on national television, without an apology. The top of your tongue should be underneath and the underneath of your tongue should be on top. That is what should happen to you. It's sad now you're in your position now and you want to use these long terms. But you fail to understand when you was under the PNM administration, same thing was happening. The citizens was protesting peacefully for their rights. Sadly, how you forget. That's why they say the oldest man to come on television and heat up only as a minister is Saieed Ali. Now Trinidad and Tobago. Gonzalez said the group was not committing any criminal offense or legal activities and called it an express of concerns. Marvin forget that when he was a minister under the PNM administration. He forget that. I highlighted the story right here because I was up in Port of Spain in the Savannah when it happened. It's sad, Marvin. Now, he also said it was the citizens' constitutional right to express themselves against issues in the country. Marvin. All of a sudden, the tongue change. Right? Anyhow, Kamala wanted the same thing. Eli wanted the same thing. Roger Alexander is the same thing. So I ain't blame you too. I ain't blame you. However, Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander said the investigations are ongoing as he invoked a standing order refusing to give further details. The boy get big enough. Invoking standing order. Now listen to this, Trinidad and Tobago.
Mr. Speaker, those on the other side profess to be very bright. However, let me say this. This is a very...
But just answer the question.
Mr. Speaker, this is an ongoing investigation by law enforcement. As a result of that, Mr. Speaker, SO 271G.
Now Trinidad and Tobago, with an investigation going on, it's obvious much details cannot be revealed whether in the parliament or in the public domain. But you will get a little heads up. So Roger Alexander was not wrong to invoke standing order. I mean, if a police investigation taking place, you can't go in the house and speak about it. No, that's madness. And Marvin was mad. Marvin was out of place, mad to ask that also. He's supposed to know that. But I'm sure if he was the minister presently, he'd hear something different. But nevertheless, all of them tongue changing. It goes to show you the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Reality is coming out now as who and which party really cares. That is why I just come here. We have a call? Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead. You're live, my friend.
Yes, sir. Concerning this topic you're talking about, right? You know what else funny to me, right? Is the fact that when PNM was in government, they didn't care about anybody. Now they're in opposition, right? They're fighting for justice and equality for all poor people, It's funny, right? It's funny how the tables are turned,
Correct.
But let me tell you something, Who want to get chain up with them, they go take that chain up. Because you and I know, them don't care about nobody, partner. Them don't care about poor people. All them there for is trying to get support from the ground to try and rile up the government of Trinidad and Tobago. And who are I to see what's going on, partner? You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yep.
And concerning the shooting with this young man with that aqua and thing, right? let me tell you something as straight as it could be, right? Nobody then put him in a position besides he, yes?
Correct.
He put himself in that position. Whether the police use excessive force, he put himself there. What about if the police didn't shoot him? And while he turned that corner, he bombs on somebody's child and kill them on the road there? People would have been saying the same thing?
I
just
understand.
asking that question.
A lot of things could have happened.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
So, nobody didn't put him in that position. He put himself in that position and the young lady in that position. Because when they stop you, you're supposed to stop. It's as simple as that. You have to abide by law now. And let me tell you something before I go right side.
Tell me.
In Trinidad and Tobago, you cannot please Trinidadians.
Sure.
And Trinidadians, we practice the wrong thing so much that we have a government now that's trying to do the right thing and it's looking wrong to the people.
In the eyes.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you? We practice the wrong thing so much for so much of years under the PNM that when they try to do the right thing, it's looking wrong. Any outside, you enjoy your night, brother.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. So, just to let the Commissioner of Police know, together with Homeland Security Minister, don't be acting like the opposition. Don't be. You all now start. Guerrero, you have 3 or 5 years to be the Commissioner of Police. I'm going to tell you, try to do it as the best knowledge of you know how. Don't let people bring down your name. This is why, when I on television, I'm going to tell you something. People can't bring down my name, you know. Because they have nothing they could talk about to bring down Saieed name. The only thing they could say about Saieed, oh, he's a man who's do voodoo walk and drink smoke and light candle. I was blessed to do that. You can't curse me. I was blessed to do that. You understand? On TV, oh, he loved now, he this, he that, he next. But I getting my thing done. Ask the Alsing. The Alsing was in the accident, nearly dead. Oh, the loudmouth man on TV. Learn a lesson. Because I ain't standing for one person. I standing for 1.4 million people and getting it right. Getting things done for Trinidad and Tobago. That is why I'm here like this. So to the Commissioner of Police, Alessa Guerrero, I wish you all the best in being a Commissioner of Police. But I just had to tell you, you see a team behind you? Check and double check because they're going to make you spoil your name. They would make you spoil your name. And I don't think you want to be like the last commissioner we had, Erla. Look what happened to Erla now. Erla have one big case going on now. I hope you really don't want to end up like her. Be a good commissioner. Do it the correct way. If our officer needs to be pulled off the field, pull him off the field. At the end of the day, Mr. Commissioner, is your name will be calling. Not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but internationally and regional. So I just telling you, protect your name, brother man. And to Roger Alexander, I'm going to tell you something, brother. Know what you're coming with in the public domain. You was once a police officer. People look up to you as a police officer, telling us how to do the correct thing. Don't become like Fitzgerald Hines. Don't. You're no policing. Nobody here no policing better than you. So do the correct way. Treat the citizens who you choose to represent the correct way. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago. People just feel when you have money, you're untouchable, you're on top of the world. Money will come and money will go. Just like you're born, you live, and you die. You didn't carry a big house. You didn't carry a Benz. You leave the money for the children to spend out. Where you work 20 years for, them spend it in 20 days. One thing I just tell people, I born, I live, and I die, and I leave everything right here. Children will inherit it. But one thing I'm sure I have is a good name and a good character. Nobody are breaking that. Because I ain't doing things for people to break it. And that will live generations to come. You see today, people are still talking about Bastille Pandey and the good he did. They could talk about the good role he did. Or let's say something now, man. They could talk about the good about Fitzgerald Hines did. Or let's say something now, man. So to those two involved in security, protect your name. Protect your name. And that's all I had to tell you. Protect all your name. Trinidad and Tobago is only one thing will cause you to be a legend. It's only one thing will cause you to be a leader. It's only one thing that will cause your name to live for generations to come. Is how the individual apply themselves to their name. So like I said before, all you now start. All you now start. Protect all your name. Unless you want to benefit. Because it's all your name. Where Marvin today? Marvin on the opposite side. Marvin on the opposite side, all of us on the tongue twist. Tongue twist. TTPS few years back. Tear gas on citizens. Marvin forgot that. Only now Marvin realized it's a peaceful protest. He now realized that when he lost election. It's only when Clungenberg lost election, lost the ministership, then he realized I was out of touch with the people. Only then. It's only when he dragon gas, the license got revoked. Then Dr. Rowley telling us in Trinidad and Tobago, if they ever get through that dragon gas deal, we cook. I remember that? It's only when they're out of power you're realizing. But while they're in power, let me tell you something. Your ear is deaf and your eye have griddle on it, only see to see forward. It's sad, eh? It's sad, but it's the reality. I don't forget where I come from. I don't. So to Roger Alexander, the Minister of Homeland Security, don't forget where you come from, brother man. You was on TV giving people advice. Don't go against the same people you was giving advice. Don't do that. You're going to end up like Fitzgerald Hines. Right now we hiding. Can't come out and make a note to the public. Imagine that, eh? Marvin making a note, but where Fitzy? You can't see him. Where the owl sing? You can't see the owl sing. You cannot see them again. But nevertheless, viewers, we are out of time for tonight. Hope that message reached those two individuals. Until another night, viewers, be safe and enjoy.